Good morning and welcome back to art class with Mr. Darby. It's another beautiful day for drawing, and today we're going to be doing a read-along of Pete the Cat rocking in my school shoes, and then I'm going to teach you how to draw Pete the Cat in his rockin' school shoes. So let's follow along and see if you like the book as much as my kids do. Pete the Cat rocking in my school shoes. Story was by Eric Litwin and the art was by James Dean. Here comes Pete, strolling down the street, rocking red shoes on his 4 furry feet. Pete is going to school and he sings this song. I'm rocking in my school shoes, rocking in my school shoes. I'm a rocking in my school shoes. Pete is sitting at his desk when his teacher says, "Come on, Pete, down that hall to a room with books on every wall." Where's Pete going? The library. Pete has never been to a library before. Does Pete worry? Goodness no. He finds his favorite book and sings his song. I'm reading in my school shoes. I'm reading in my school shoes. I'm reading in my school shoes. Check out Pete. He's ready to eat in a big noisy room with tables and seats. Where is Pete? In the lunchroom. It can be loud and busy in the lunchroom. Does Pete worry? Goodness no. He sits down with his friends and sings his song. I'm eating in my school shoes. I'm eating in my school shoes. I'm eating in my school shoes. Pete and his friends are playing outside on a green grassy field with swings and tall slides. Where is Pete? The playground. Kids are running in every direction. Does Pete worry? Goodness no. He slides and swings and sings his song. I'm playing in my school shoes. I'm playing in my school shoes. I'm playing in my school shoes. All day long, Pete sings his song. I'm singing in my school shoes. I'm painting in my school shoes. I'm adding in my school shoes. I'm writing in my school shoes. When school is done, Pete rides the bus home. And Pete's mom asks him, "What did you do at school today?" And Pete says, "I was rocking in my school shoes. I was rocking in my school shoes. I was rocking in my school shoes. And I will do it again tomorrow." Because it's all good. Pete the Cat, rocking in my school shoes. Story by Eric Litwin, or Mr. Eric, and the art was by James Dean. Let's get drawing today. Well, I hope you're ready to rock in your art shoes, because we're gonna draw this picture of Pete the Cat with his guitar today. I hope you're ready. Grab your pencils and paper. We're gonna start with his head, and you look and notice we have the paper turned vertically. All right, that's important to us today, so we have room for his whole body. Let's draw Pete. Up near the top of the paper, we're going to draw a line down. That'll be the side of Pete's head. And usually I like to start with the eyes and the mouth, but I think that we'll fit it in here when we're done. Come over a little farther and go ahead and put another line down for Pete's head. And we can come down on both sides like we were making a split M, and kind of curve the line that connects the ears. For Pete's chin, alright, you don't want it to be too long. You want it to be kind of short. So I'm going to make a dot, and then I'm going to connect it. Comes down and over and down and over. And Pete, if you see Pete's pictures, when you look him up, you'll see how it's really well drawn. It's very fast looking. It has a lot of energy, and these quick drawings are filled with life. So we don't have to make these things look perfect because it might actually ruin Pete's character. So here's Pete's nose, kind of like a V shape with a line on top, or a lot of you guys will tell me that's an upside down triangle. I think that's great. And then he's got nostrils on each side. And Pete's eyes take up most of his head. Be careful. If you tip the eyes up, he'll look really sad. If you tip the eyes down, he'll look angry. You want to kind of keep these eyes straight. So starting in the middle, I'm going to put 2 dots close together. And I'm going to make one eye coming this way and one eye coming this way. And I'm going to round up underneath them with a nice upside down rainbow shapes. 1, 2. Great. And you want to keep them the same size if you can, right? In the middle of each eye, we have 2 more U shapes. One here and one here. It's like that. Let's go ahead and add his whiskers. 1, 2, 3. And these whiskers don't have to be perfect. If you make things too perfect, it doesn't always look like the art you want to make. Alright, the next step here is to draw his body. So underneath the eyeball, right underneath the middle of the eye, we're going to kind of come down and stop. And then on the other side, we're going to come down the same distance under his eyeball and stop. And we're going to add his arm. He's playing a guitar, so we want to make sure that we get that guitar going in there. We got to get that arm so it's overlapping. Alright, we're going to come like a C shape. We're going to wrap it around. And we're going to follow the arm back up. Just like that. Now we can make the guitar in here. So let's take a guitar line, start up here, underneath the whiskers. It's going to come over, touch the body, down, and then back out on the other side. For this part of the guitar, we're going to bring it way back in and way back out. So it looks like an electric guitar. And then we're going to do the opposite of what we did up here. We're going to bring it up and then down. All we have to do now is a C shape to connect the back of the guitar. Like that. In the back of the guitar, we got this rectangle shape and 3 circles for the dials. We also have a little shape inside to protect the guitar when Pete strums. Like that. That's good, okay? Now let's make the neck of the guitar is going to come out. This is where it can get strange. If that guitar doesn't go straight out, maybe it tips up or tips down. If it tips down, it's going to look tired, right? It's going to look sad. Not a rocking guitar at all. So try and keep it in line with this part of the guitar here. We're just going to keep going out and stop. And here, make a parallel line that's coming down and stop. And we'll make the head of the guitar. And that part of the guitar, it kind of comes out. Alright? It opens up. Gets bigger. And then it connects. On the end, we can put 3 little rectangles. They don't have to be perfect or attached. If you look at the original drawing, and I hope you do. Inside it, there's 6 little circles for each of the strings. And then we have to draw our frets all the way down the neck. And what's it missing? Two things. It's missing his other hand. Alright, we're going to bring his other hand right over here. Just like that. And strings. So let's just bring the strings in right under his hand and out the other side to connect. 2, 3, and back here we want to make sure that we get them all in there. Okay? And not perfectly, but that's okay. No problem. No problem. Let's make his book bag. And the book bag is going to come over his shoulders, so up above where the arm starts, we're going to make a line coming down for the shoulder strap on, it's actually his right arm. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Let's add the book bag. Alright, book bag is going to come up here a little closer, and it's going to come down like an upside down L shape, and then make a little bigger one. Notice it's skinnier at the top and it's wider on the side. Alright, and that way there's room for a little line. Maybe that's his zipper. God, that's great. Okay, now his legs are going to connect. They're going to come out right through the guitar, if you can imagine, behind the guitar and out the other side. His legs are going to come down and stop, and over here they're going to come down and stop. Maybe this one could be a little bit longer. And we'll make his shoes, his rocking shoes. Put a line, put a line. Okay, let's draw a line down for this shoe, and then let's bring it down at a diagonal. Kind of round too, isn't it? And then we can kind of curve it up. We want to come down a little bit, curve and follow, and stop, and attach it there. Where this one curves up, bring it up and follow, and then we can connect these here along with the front of the shoe. It's kind of a point over here, and then this comes down. Let's draw a line down that curves, and look where it connects. It connects to the side over here. Okay, now we have to draw the tongue of his shoe, comes up, and it also comes down and follows, and it connects to the top. And we have some overlapping in here on the real picture, and it's pretty difficult. So let's keep this simple and draw 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And now right beside it, let's put little C shapes, backward C shapes, to look like that's where his shoelace goes into his shoe. There, that's beautiful. Okay, and then the back of his leg kind of comes out here. Same thing on the other side, a little bit different though. We want to come down the same distance and stop. So it's like this part of the shoe here, and this one's going to kind of come out here and curve. It's turned sideways. And we want to stop, and we can connect that. Let's go ahead and connect that. Just like this. And he's got the front of his shoe curls up and connects. And this is the toe of the shoe here. We want to draw a line down and in. Remember, we're going to draw the tongue next. Draw the tongue now, curves up, and connects to the top of the shoe. Same thing over here. 1, 2. The lines should be closer together for the shoelaces. And then like a C shape following around the sides. Great. Let's do the other part of his leg. And the way that Pete sits, we don't see anything in here, so it's going to kind of curve up and down. And then his tail is going to come all the way over and around. Cursive letter C, kind of, huh? And we can attach by keeping it a similar thickness, and then eventually it'll kind of curve up and go behind him. There you have it. Our Pete the Cat with his rockin' school shoes and guitar. So the next thing we gotta do is color this thing. Let me go pick some colors out. Alright, we decided we were gonna make Pete's lunchbox before we get started. So this is super simple, but it will look great on the picture. So let's make a line going across, another line down like a rectangle shape. There it is. On this side, kind of going up at a diagonal, and then we have a rainbow shape, up, tall, and back down. We're going to bring this across the top, and when it gets out near the edge, we're going to round this around to follow the other edge. On top of that, we'll put a little handle with some rainbow shapes again. Rainbows make everything better, I guess. And then inside here, it's kind of like a square. And it just says Pete's Lunch in capital letters. Pete's Lunch. Great. Alright, let's get coloring. I've already picked out my colors. Here they all are. And this isn't black, it's indigo blue, nice dark blue. I got my reds for the guitar. I've got yellows for his eyes and oranges for his book bag. And reds for the shoes again, and I picked out a couple greens for his lunchbox. Alright. What are we going to start with? Let's color Pete's body. Well, I hope you enjoyed drawing Pete the Cat with me today and reading a little bit. If you like doing the read-alongs and you want to see more, give me some ideas of the books you want to do, and I'll get on it, alright? Having fun out here drawing with you. Keep up the good work and stay positive. Be focused and work hard. And for crying out loud, put the tablets down and go play outside if it's nice. Talk to you soon.